And
17,
16,
15,
14,
13,
12,
11,
10,
9,
8,
7,
6,
5,
4,
3, 2, 1.
Hey everyone, what day is it? Is it Sunday or Monday or
yeah.
Tuesday when we normally record?
It is a different day, but it's going to be fun.
It'll be a lot of fun.
Why does your microphone always disappear, but mine is like
'Cause
in
mine's
the
up
way?
against my black shirt. Black microphone up against the black shirt. You get a black microphone up against the white shirt.
Fine. I get it.
Can we move the Richard and Sarah? I guess we can't. Can
No,
we
we
move it to the
cannot.
middle?
We can't.
No matter what shirt I'm wearing, it always covers it.
Oh, I see. We can get rid of it if we want.
I guess we should keep it.
I mean, your shirt says Marvel, though. It's nice. Here, let's see what happens. Let's go to style. Let's see if... Oh, God, that's worse. Nope. Block. That's worse.
Yeah.
So, really, it's... I can do that.
Yeah.
It looks nice. We're talking
Yeah.
Marvel, so maybe you should for this one.
Okay.
Yeah, I wish that... Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. Whoever's watching,
I wish it could
Do
be
we
below.
need our names? Yeah.
That would be nice.
Yes, it would.
I also do rounded... Oh! Do rounded corners. Oh, that's nice for the camera.
Oh, yeah. I like that.
I like that too. Okay, fun.
Is that new?
I think so. I don't really remember that being that way.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's this?
That's that. Yeah, we don't want
we're
that.
looking in a portal.
I know.
like on a
It's
ship.
meant for one person per camera. No one does what we do, or not as many.
I see.
So the whole system's set up for one person per camera, which I have wrote in and told them that is annoying. I'm just saying.
Okay. I'm glad you did that. You know, we should add in here.
What?
Spoilers.
Are you sure?
Am I sure what?
I guess,
I think
yeah.
anything will be a spoiler.
I mean, most of what we say is not spoilery, but if we may say a couple things.
Yeah, let's just put it out there just in case, but I don't think anything... There's no twists.
Well, yeah, there is at the end. So we just won't mention what he does.
Yeah.
I refer to it, but I don't, I just gloss it.
Yeah.
So I really don't think there's spoilers in this. What?
There's a certain 1991 film, if you've seen that, then you'll guess the ending. That's all I can say about that.
What film?
I can't say. If I said, any cinema savvy person will go, oh, okay, now I figured it out.
Okay. All right. I'm going to hit record. Record. This is already recording. Let me double check that we have our good. Yes, we do. Okay, so Richard, it's time for your MCU clappy claps.
On this timeline.
Are you wondering what you can look forward to on episode 544 of Skywalking Through Neverland? Or should I make it a question?
Yeah, a question.
Okay. Are you wondering what you can look forward to on episode 544 of Skywalking Through Neverland? All right.
Hey, Skywalkers! Are you wondering about the new MCU show to premiere on Disney Plus on January 27th? Wonder Man.
I was like, You didn't finish your sentence.
No, I did not.
Okay,
Here we go.
Here we go.
Hey, Skywalkers! Are you wondering about the new Marvel Cinematic Universe show set to premiere on Disney Plus? Hey,
Oh.
Skywalkers!
Sorry, it keeps on
Oh.
undoing. Doesn't like that red in the background. Okay, go.
Hey, Skywalkers! Are you wondering about the new MCU show set to premiere on Disney Plus on January 27th? I should just get to go January 27th.
Are you wondering about Wonder Man? Okay.
Hey, Skywalkers! Are you wondering about the new MCU show set to premiere on Disney Plus?
How about are you wondering about Wonder Man, the new MCU show to premiere on Disney Plus? That would make more sense.
Hey, Skywalkers! Are you wondering about Wonder Man, the new MCU show to premiere on Disney Plus on January 27th?
Well, we were too. So coming up, we give you a little background on the character. What would be that? Holy cow! We can't do this on Sundays.
Let's just start from the top. and we
Okay,
got
okay.
one clean edit.
All right, here we go. Wait till.
Oh no.
Yeah. Okay, there we go.
Hey, Skywalkers! Are you wondering about Wonder Man, the new MCU show to premiere on Disney Plus on January 27th?
We were too. So coming up, we give you a little background on the character, what would be helpful to know, and our thoughts on this 19th television entry into the MCU.
But for right now, we want to welcome you back to Skywalking Through Neverland. I am Richard Woloski, but now everyone please say hello to my sweetie wife, Sarah, who's bringing a little Wanda dark magic into this episode.
Ooh, always bringing some Wanda dark magic. I just love bringing that.
You got the Mickey ears.
Oh.
The Wanda Mickey ears.
WandaVision ears? Yeah.
WandaVision ears.
Yeah.
Now, if they're not Mickey ears, but they're Mickey ears, are they still called Mickey ears?
You know what? Whenever I do a search for them, like Jungle Cruise Mickey ears, it just helps to define what they are online.
Okay, why are we going in and out?
I don't know. Camera. Ugh. This is bad. Hold on. Anchor. Sorry, guys. We're going to take a pause and check our camera because it is being very odd. All right. So we're going to look at this.
Should we just go back to the regular?
Yeah, usually if we I feel like auto white balance is messing it up. Looks better here. Oh, well that looks better.
Yeah. All right.
All right. Well, hopefully it just needed a little reset there. Because wow, this looks way better.
Yeah. All right, let's
Okay.
start from the top just to get one.
All right.
So we're not having.
All right. So don't put your hand out there. Just.
Okay.
Yup.
Yep.
Yep. Okay.
All righty.
So should I start here then? Are you wondering? Just start the whole thing.
Yeah.
Well, okay. Jeff, are you excited about this behind the scenes? Wow. All right.
Yeah, having some technical difficulties here, and it's very distracting.
Yes.
But
All
now we will start now.
Okay. Let's see. It keeps changing. All right.
That's okay.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Does that bother you, Jeff?
The light that's moving.
Yeah. It like
It
changes.
adjusts the
Yeah.
aperture.
Mm.
I can live with that, but when it goes
All right.
in and out of focus, that's just distracting.
Oh yeah, that's bad. Okay.
Okay, here we go. At the 9.5 minute mark.
All right. Are you wondering what you can look forward to on episode 544 of Skywalking Through Neverland?
Hey, Skywalkers! Are you wondering about Wonder Man, the new MCU show to premiere on Disney Plus on January 27th?
We were too. So coming up, we give you a little background on the character, what would be helpful to know, and also our thoughts on this 19th television entry into the MCU.
But for right now, we want to welcome you back to Skywalking Through Neverland. I am Richard Woloski, but now everyone please say hello to my sweetie wife, Sarah, who's bringing a little Wanda dark magic into this episode.
That's right. I've got my Wanda Mickey ears. I love these. These are ears 2.0. And my WandaVision shirt, which I think I got a long time ago from the DisneyStore.com.
I think you got that before WandaVision premiered.
Something like that. I was so excited to rep the series, and this is such a cute ringer tee. I like it.
She didn't have a Wonder Man shirt, so she has a WandaVision shirt. Not Wonder Man, WandaVision.
Yes, I'm repping Marvel Television. That's
Right.
really what I went for.
Now,
yeah.
I'm here we go.
You're
I'm
all
repping
Marvel-y.
Marvel as the big conglomerate that it is by my big Marvel logo shirt.
Yeah, it's really nice. All right, Skywalkers. Well, if you haven't already, please subscribe to Skywalking Through Neverland on YouTube to see all those clips and additions that we put into the video version of our podcast. Now, we are your enthusiastic podcast destination for the many decades of your Star Wars, Disney, Marvel, and pop culture fandom. So it's time for your weekly Wookiee hug and your little sprinkle of pixie dust for our family of Skywalkers.
All right, now we are being sponsored by Small World Vacations, and they are a diamond level Disney vacation planner travel agency and can help you book your trip to a Disney park around the world. And that includes All right, now we are being sponsored by Small World Vacations, and they are a diamond level Disney vacation planner travel agency and can help you book your trip to a Disney park around the world, a Disney cruise, or to one of the Universal theme parks. And best of all, this service is free of charge. So head over there to smallworldvacations.com for a no obligation price quote and tell them Skywalking Through Neverland sent you, but just don't do the Thanos snap. Ooh, I just did it.
Uh-oh.
Oh, I gotta take that out. Gotta edit that out. I don't want to give Thanos any ideas.
No, don't do that. All right, Spirit Jersey now has their own Star Wars and Disney licenses. You can buy them outside the theme parks. You can head to spiritjersey.com and always get free shipping with our code SKYWalkNeverland, which is SKYWLKNVD.
Might I add, the most comfortable shirts that we own are those jersey shirts.
We literally wear those Spirit Jersey that they gifted us with all day, every day at home.
In fact, we'd be wearing them right now, but they're in the washing machine.
They're in the laundry.
All right, we are recording this from Long Beach, California on January the 25th, 2026.
Wow. Richard, what happened today in Star Wars history?
Well, let's go back 48 years to January 25th, 1978, when the Hollywood Reporter leaks the title of the Star Wars sequel, The Empire Strikes Back. And the name is given by producer Gary Kurtz during an interview in Japan, and he just made up the title on the spot so reporters would stop calling it Star Wars 2, because you don't want a sequel. Sequels weren't highly considered at this point. They were lower budget, lower quality. They were rehashed. So he didn't want reporters to keep calling it Star Wars 2, because that would put a certain connotation in your head.
Got it.
Now, the information didn't leak since, once again, sequels weren't considered high quality. But it wasn't until August the 4th, 1978, that the official Star Wars fan club announced the title. So you can say, what date was the title really announced? But if you want to split hairs, it was January the 25th, 1978. Now the fan club newsletter reads, Luke Skywalker, Princess Leia Organa, Han Solo, R2-D2, C-3PO, Chewbacca, and Darth Vader. It's not really a full sentence, but
no.
Maybe they left out the will return.
Okay.
Additionally, there will be some new human and alien characters introduced. Wow. Spoiler. Spoiler.
That's a big reveal right there. Wow.
Yeah.
All right. Well, now, are you wondering about Wonder Man? So were we. All right.
Star Wars 2 Electric Boogaloo, says Jeff Caffrey.
Nice.
And now we're going to change the background.
Yes. Give me a moment. Come on.
So, Jeff, are you... oh,
Is that too dark?
it's a little dark.
So that's why. So we can leave it, and we're gonna grab just our camera and put a
Okay.
different background on. So
Okay.
does that work for now?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. It is dark. That's why I was trying to do something with it.
All right. Jeff,
Yes.
do you have any comments about Wonder Man?
Probably not seen it yet.
But just, yeah.
Oh,
Give 'em.
like yeah,
Yeah.
like okay,
Are you excited about it?
okay.
All right, here we go. Wonder Man, the 19th entry in the MCU premieres.
Television, TV.
Oh.
It's 19th TV.
Oh, 19th entry in the MCU TV.
TV series. Otherwise, it's
Yeah.
like 35th or something.
Wonder Man, the 19th entry in the MCU TV series, premieres on Disney Plus on January the 27th. Will you be watching when all 8 episodes are released on this one day? Hopefully, our breakdown will help you decide, and there might be some spoilers coming ahead.
Some minor spoilers.
Yeah, not a whole lot to spoil. So if you want to go in cold, listen to this afterwards.
Yeah.
But I would suggest listening to it now so you'll know what to prepare yourself for when going into the series.
Absolutely.
Things that we always say we wished we knew when going into a new MCU entry.
Yeah. And also, we're going to give you some backstory and fun facts on the comics and behind the scenes information on the show.
Now, it's a good thing we're doing this because Jeff in the Sky Chat says that he's not fully familiar with Wonder Man.
We were not either at all when we started watching this. So, yeah.
Don't think anyone really is,
Yeah.
except for the hardcore Marvel fans.
Yeah. So, should we get into some comic backstory
Yes.
fun facts?
Yeah, stuff I wished I had known before going this. You don't have to know this,
No.
but I wish I would have known about this before going in.
Yeah. So Wonder Man dates back all the way to 1964 with Avengers number 9. And in this comic, he was turned into a super villain with an ionic ray and made to fight with the Masters of Evil. But then he switched sides to the Avengers in the end battle and died a hero. So in one comic, he was created, he was evil, he turned good, and then he died. And interestingly, Simon, who is Wonder Man, Simon's brother Eric, is a villain in this comic series, and he is the Grim Reaper. Now, Eric does turn up in the Wonder Man series. Yeah.
But we can say that they took liberties with that character.
Yes.
And
That's what we could say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Eric is just an older brother to Simon Williams, aka Wonder Man. But now Wonder Man, it almost sounds like Wonder Woman. So what did DC have to say about this?
Yeah, so in 1964, there was a big kerfluffle over at the DC offices, and they were like, wait, Wonder Man? We have Wonder Woman. So they filed a lawsuit against Marvel, believing that Wonder Man infringed on Wonder Woman. So Marvel, they have a lot of characters in their lineage, so they backed off. But then DC debuted Power Girl in 1976, shortly after Marvel's Luke Cage had taken on the name Power Man. So Marvel offices went in a kerfuffle and was like, well, if they're going to do that, they brought back Wonder Man into the comics. They said, F it, let's do this. And DC did not complain.
There's a lot of lawsuits between the two major comic publishers. Remember the whole Captain Marvel?
Yes.
That was Shazam.
Mhm.
Like, but Marvel's saying, hey, we already have a Captain Marvel, so back off. You can call your character Shazam.
Right.
Do not call him Captain Marvel, or we will send Thor with what do you call the hammer again?
Mjolnir.
Mjolnir.
Mhm.
Mjolnir will come and it will not be there you go. Will not be satisfied. Mjolnir will come and he will rain justice upon you, DC.
I don't know if you can see, but it does light up.
Yeah.
That's fun.
I just wanted to bring that in. All right, now, what kind of powers does Wonder Man have?
Okay, in the comics. So specifically in the comics, Wonder Man has an ionic. Oh, so specifically in the comics, an ionic energy blast and then later Pym particles gave Wonder Man immense strength, like Thor level strength. He also has in the comics, and of course this kind of changes or adds on because comics, you just got to keep refreshing and getting more exciting.
Yeah, because they're not gonna the publishers and the editors and the writers are not gonna think, well, these kids won't remember what we did last month.
Exactly. So in various comic series, Wonder Man has had superhuman speed. He's got great, amazing stamina, really superhuman reflexes. He's also been known to fly and also fire off energy blasts. He's invulnerable. He's immune to fatigue. And then he also has regenerative healing properties, and he can die and return to life. So he's pretty much got everything. He's like immortal.
And we won't tell you what powers
Right.
he has in the show,
No.
but he has some of those.
He has some of those, yeah. So basically, on a molecular level, Wonder Man, because he was burst with an ionic energy blast, he can manipulate ions in a molecule. Wow, that's hard to say. I can't be a chemist. He can manipulate ions in a molecule, and which means he can basically manipulate matter. He can manipulate ions to be like faster or slower or plus or minus, all kinds of things. And that's what helps him do all this. The speed,
Well,
the big what is that called? Explosive power, basically. Yeah.
kind of like WandaVision.
Wanda?
What Wanda? Like Wanda.
Right.
Well,
Yeah. Well,
yeah.
she kind of goes into people's minds and manipulates what they. Well, yeah, I guess
Right,
she
but
did.
she
with her
can
hex.
create these big bursts of energy,
Right.
which we saw in WandaVision.
Yeah.
And I guess that's part of her the globe that she creates around her that just bursts the energy outward.
Mhm.
I'm sure there's a better way to put that.
We're bad at describing Marvel powers.
But now, is there a connection between Wonder Man and Vision?
So, yeah, this is what I found really interesting. And this does not play out in the series, but might later.
All right, now speaking of Wanda and Vision, is there a connection to Wanda or Vision?
Well, a little bit. So, back in the comics, when Ultron created Vision, he used Wonder Man, who was dead at the time, he used Wonder Man's brain patterns and computer programming to help create Vision. So, Vision and Wonder Man are connected by their on like a brain level, and Scarlet Witch like jokingly calls them brothers. And also Simon, who is Wonder Man, essentially sees the Vision as his brother. So, I feel like this connection could be why Wonder Man may be involved in Vision Quest coming up, which is another series, at the end of this year that's coming out?
They've been saying that for years, but
Okay.
wow. Okay.
I mean,
starting to see where the pieces are starting to fit
Yes.
in.
It's a possibility. It's certainly not set in stone.
Right. And seeing how they do take liberties with the comics,
Right.
but it's right there. Why not connect Wonder Man with Vision Quest?
It would be an interesting way to, connect these various superheroes and make everything link up, which is what we like about the MCU,
Mhm.
certainly.
So I'm going to go onto my Marvel app, the Marvel Unlimited, and read some current comics, because I'm guessing they're going to release new comics to coincide with the Wonder Man series.
Yeah, and in fact, current comics of Wonder Man right now, he's more of a pacifist.
Oh,
So
oh.
they do have some current comics.
Okay, apparently that.
Yeah.
Ask and you shall receive.
Yeah, so basically in his run so far, Wonder Man believes that the Avengers have done more damage than good over the years,
Yeah.
which
Okay.
is an interesting
We can see that. We can
right?
see that.
Yeah. So he accepted the offer to join the Avengers Unity Division, which is their PR team that shows mutant and Avenger togetherness.
Oh boy.
Isn't that-
Oh boy.
So yeah, that's where he is right now in comics. But also, he is Also, he's a successful stuntman turned action star.
Oh, there's
So
a
he's,
lot.
he's way more successful in the comics than he is in this Wonder Man series.
Okay, there's a lot going on there.
Yeah.
All right, Marvel, pick a lane. Okay, right now he's all over the place. He is everything all over the place.
Well, and over the run of how many years is that? 40, 50, 60 years?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
his character has absolutely changed.
right, but these are in the current comics.
Yes. Mhm.
And also, I think I read that he's a barista at the Studio City Starbucks. Is that not right?
No, I think you're making that up.
Oh, maybe it's the Long Beach Starbucks. All right. So now let's talk about the series. What do we need to know about the series, or what should we know? What would be good to know going into the series?
Okay, so this is the 19th MCU TV series, and this includes live action and animated series.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, and this is in Phase 6 under the Marvel Spotlight banner, which we were surprised to see come up. when this series
I
came
got
out.
something to say about that later on.
Okay, well, the Spotlight banner is when a series that focuses on more grounded, character-driven stories with less impact on the larger MCU narrative.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I think it's a one-off series because this is billed as specifically a mini-series, which means it's like a one-shot mini-series.
Okay, I did read an interview where they were waiting for a season 2.
Oh, okay.
Maybe a miniseries can be 2 seasons.
Okay.
So that's very ambiguous.
I guess it would be a special event. What was Obi-Wan called? I'm trying to remember.
Limited series.
Limited. Okay,
Yeah,
so it didn't say limited.
Okay, but that can mean it can mean anything, and that can change at any time.
Okay, got it. Yeah, that Marvel Spotlight banner, it was created during post-production on Echo to indicate to audiences that they didn't need to watch any other MCU projects to understand the series. And I feel like that is true for this series.
Very
What
much,
do you think?
very much so. Yes.
Except if you want to know backstory on Trevor Slattery. But
you know what? We're going to tell you about that in a couple of seconds.
Yeah.
So you don't need to know what to watch later on, because we're going to tell you coming up.
yeah. Do you want to say who it was created by? Okay. So Wonder Man series was created by Dustin Daniel Cretton, and you may know that name because he was the writer and director on Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings, which I thought was a fantastic film.
It was a great film, very underrated,
Mm-hmm.
and I look forward to seeing Shang-Chi come back in Doomsday.
Yes, me too. I really would like that. Which Shang-Chi, by the way, has Trevor Slattery in it,
Yeah.
played by Ben Kingsley.
Mhm.
So Dustin Daniel Cretton really likes working with Ben Kingsley. I think.
Who wouldn't?
Yeah. And also Andrew Guest helped Dustin create the series, and he is the producer on Hawkeye, and he came up as a writer on Community and then producer writer on Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Now, knowing that, I can see where the tone of this series comes from a little bit. We're going to talk about it, but yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
You may need to talk me into that one.
Okay.
All right. Yaha Abdul Mateen II, and I hope I didn't butcher that name. Yaha, Yahya, Yaha Abdul
Yahya?
Mateen. Yaha.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Okay. Well, he plays Simon Williams. and he crosses the franchises here after playing Black Manta in the Aquaman films.
Mhm.
So right now he's like, I didn't play those. I don't know what you're talking about. No, my first time in a superhero property. That wasn't me. Now, once again, he stars as actor Simon Williams, who is vying for the lead in the new Wonder Man remake film. And Wonder Man is a low-budget action film set from the 80s
Mhm.
that Simon and his dad bonded over.
Yeah.
So in Wonder Man, it's very meta. There's a Wonder Man film in the Wonder Man series, and this was an 80s film that he and his father went to go see when the dad said, "Hey, let's take off from school and go see Wonder Man."
I know, that was so cute.
Yeah, but Simon, he's got a secret. He has dangerous superpowers that causes explosions, and he can't fully control them. He also has to hide this power to realize his ultimate dream of becoming an actor because of the Doorman clause. And this clause prevents superpowered people from being actors.
Mm-hmm.
And yes, they do go into that in the series in a really, really fun episode.
Yeah. Now, I really love that Ben Kingsley is back as Trevor Slattery. Now, he was the actor that was hired to portray that legendary terrorist leader of the Ten Rings, dubbed the Mandarin, that first appeared in Iron Man 3, and everyone was so upset that it turned out to be an actor, the Mandarin. And so, like we were mentioning, he reprised the role in the Marvel one-shot All Hail the King from 2014, and then in Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. And now he gets a big, big role here in Wonder Man. Now, he's also in the series. Trevor is auditioning for a part in the Wonder Man remake.
Now, it never really specifies where Wonder Man fits into the MCU timeline, since there's just a few references to the MCU. In one scene, you can see pictures on the wall of Captain America and Black Panther, and there's a reference about shield throwing. So I can just say I'm very happy that this is set on this Earth and in the present day. Because if it had said Earth 1013476.8, we wouldn't be doing this episode.
No?
I'm done with the timelines. I'm done with them.
Uh-oh, what if Doomsday deals with that? Are you going to walk out of the theater?
I sure will. I sure will. I'll demand my refund and keep on walking.
Okay. All right. Well, shall we get into our overall thoughts? Oh, I guess we should say to people that we were able to watch screeners of the full series sent to us by Disney and Marvel. So thank you, Disney and Marvel. So now we're going to share a few of our thoughts, overall thoughts on the series. Not too spoilery.
All right. Now, I didn't know too much about Wonder Man. Let me rephrase that. I didn't know anything about Wonder Man, only that fans were excited about it. We heard about it a couple of years ago, and I heard people saying, wow, Wonder Man's coming. I love it. Who is this Wonder Man?
Yeah.
I don't know. And honestly, the title was a big turnoff.
Oh.
It sounded like a Wonder Woman ripoff.
Huh.
And ironically, Wonder Man gets in the way of Wonder Man.
That's interesting. So I never, for some reason, never connected Wonder Man to Wonder Woman.
Hmm.
I don't know why. I just, for me, it's like completely different.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you know, like I can't say this enough. The Wonder Man film that they're making gets in the way of enjoying Wonder Man the series. And let me explain, okay?
Okay.
Oh, I wish I didn't know this was an MCU show, and I think I would have enjoyed it a little bit more, since watching an MCU show, you have certain expectations. And honestly, I had forgotten what that whole Marvel Spotlight banner was all about, because there's only been one other series, that was Echo, that tells you that these are street level characters.
Okay.
They're not super powered in the way that Iron Man was, or Thor. They're not gods,
and they're not part of the Avengers proper, right?
Yeah. And most of all, you don't have to know anything else about the MCU to enjoy them.
Okay.
Because I know a lot of people will say, well, I want to watch this, but I haven't seen the last 58 TV shows and 6,800 films, so will I be lost? So when they say Marvel Spotlight, that should be rebranded to like Marvel on the Streets. Something that tells you, or Marvel, you don't need to know anything more about the MCU, just go in and enjoy. It's a long title, long banner, but I think it would be more clear.
I know, it should be Marvel, if you don't know, you're okay.
Yes.
So IYDNK, you're okay. That would be funny.
Now, with that said, I can say that this is a great personal story of how two people are there to support each other. And I love how Simon Williams' approach to acting is very serious, much like Dustin Hoffman's character in Tootsie. If you've seen Tootsie, you'll know what I mean. I'm a tomato. Tomatoes don't have feelings. Tomatoes, I want to know the ins and outs of a tomato.
Yeah, that was bad. Oh my gosh.
Yes, that's from Tootsie, not from Wonder Man. And Trevor Slattery is the mentor to make sure that Simon gets on the same page with him, and that acting should be fun. This should be something that you get out of your head. You don't need to question every little single thing, because Simon, that doesn't really work well for you, does it? won't spoil what happens there. Now, if you like the peek behind the showbiz curtain in the studio and hacks, then you're gonna like this. But this ups the game. This show, Wonder Man, ups the game because Simon, he's got superpowers that he can't control, and showbiz is not an industry that is stress-free, and nothing will hardly go your way.
Mhm.
So if you can't control your anger, maybe go back to Starbucks.
Well, Starbucks. Oh,
Yeah.
I don't think I'd want to be. Starbucks baristas have plenty of stress.
Okay, but compared to someone in the film business, but
Yeah.
I'm not saying that Starbucks baristas they have an easy job. 'Cause I've seen people go crazy when they don't spell their name right on the cup.
Exactly. Yeah. So I, like you, really glommed onto the fact that this was more about the relationship between Simon and Trevor, and more than it was a superhero origin story at all. And it really explored what it means to be an actor throughout all the dialogue between Simon and Trevor as well. Like a lot of times they'll quote from Shakespeare or from various films or Pretty Woman. Yeah, they'll like take these quotes and they won't tell you where they're from. You just kind of figure, oh, okay, they're doing a quote, and you can tell that they love the craft of acting, and that makes you love watching them together. I
Mhm.
think, and that, like, I did not expect that going in. Like you said, the Marvel expectation is very much different. So I expected more a superhero origin story. Do not go in expecting that.
No. Now, knowing that this powerful character is big in the MCU story, I just couldn't see Simon Williams as a struggling actor who's got a secret which he's got to keep close to his vest. So, like I said before, if I didn't know this was an MCU show, I'd have a better time with it. But going in there knowing that this is a big character in Marvel, I just couldn't separate that from this guy struggling to become an actor.
Okay.
All right. Now, yeah, okay, help me out here.
Yahya?
Yahya Abdul Mateen II, Simon Williams, and Ben Kingsley, Trevor Slattery, they make a fun buddy team up. I love to see these two together.
Mhm.
Now, what do I love about it? They don't rely on the whole odd couple cliche, which brings their team up so many different levels. Because you see any other team up, and you gotta have controversy, you gotta have conflict. So you gotta have the odd couple. One's
Right.
a mess, one's a slob, one is this, one is that. Now, yes, Simon takes things very seriously, and Ben and Trevor Slattery, he's been around enough where he can see the trees through the forest.
Right. He sees big picture.
Yes, but they don't dwell on that. They don't hang up all of the 1, 2, 3 punches of a cliched buddy team.
No, not at all.
So but saying that though, seeing how that writer worked on Community,
Yes.
which was a very avant-garde TV series, I think that plays into here because this is not like your average comedy.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah. Now, speaking of those writers and things, I feel like this series, let's move on to like kind of the tone of it.
Mhm.
And I feel like it definitely had some issues with tone because at times, is it meant to be serious? You know, you have this guy who's trying to
Simon.
Simon is trying to hide his abilities, and if he doesn't, you know, everything comes crashing down. But then, and yet in some places it's very farcical, right? And so is it silly and farcical here? Is it serious and emotional? And it really jockeys between these two tones. And the dialogue overall, I feel, is very good and grounded. And like you mentioned, Simon and Trevor really play this out between the two of them. But the situations they find themselves in are often very stilted to meet where the script wants to put the characters instead of grounded in any reality. Now, this is heightened by the fact that we live in LA. This whole series was shot in LA and set in LA, and it made it doubly hard to overlook things like when they're trying to chase a guy on a scooter in Hollywood. Now, you would absolutely not go to your car to chase him, because by the time you got down 4 levels to the underground garage, or you
Paid the
walked,
parking,
Yes.
got your receipt,
Yes.
went through the exit gate.
or you walked the 5 blocks to the janky street lot somewhere in Hollywood, then you would have long lost that scooter.
That guy would be home and in bed by this point.
That was so annoying to me. And then there was another time where they were in a time crunch to send in an audition tape, and instead of like using an apartment right next door, they did this whole goose chase and end up driving out to Malibu and back from Hollywood, which, if you live out here, you know that's a good 3 hours of time that did not need to be lost.
And a lot of gas money. And if Simon is a struggling actor,
Yes, that too.
where are you getting all this gas money? Then he's going to Pacoima. Then he's going to Mulholland. And
Then they're going out for drinks and eating all the time
Yeah.
at these expensive restaurants and bars in Hollywood. Like, it bothered me because we know how much those drinks cost.
you know how far everything is in LA. If you've seen Clueless, not everything is 20 minutes
No.
away.
No.
No. You gotta drive 3 hours, then it's 20 minutes from there.
Yes.
Hold on. Jeff in the Sky Chat is saying Troy and Abed in the morning.
That's right. From Community.
Yeah, Simon and Trevor in
In
the
the-
morning. This is a little show that Troy and Abed did on Community.
Simon and Trevor on their way to Malibu.
Yeah, so
But
go
let me
ahead,
talk
go
about
ahead.
the tone. So, like I said, it jockeyed between serious and emotional, or silly and farcical. And if you look, let's see, the writer, Andrew Guest, he was a writer on Community, but also worked on Brooklyn Nine-Nine, which I think struggles a bit with that. They have some really farcical, silly things that happen. And yet there is some heart to that show as well, and the characters really bond. So he's got the character thing down, but I feel like some of the storylines just don't really add up.
and by farcical, it's like overemphasizing the comedy situation.
Yes, that didn't need to be.
Yeah, so there were a lot of times when these story hiccups would come because of those farcical moments. And when we were thinking, is this supposed to be a farce? Is it supposed to be a comedy? Supposed to be a drama? It was very confusing on what it wanted to be. And it was very hard as a viewer to get past that.
Yeah, and in fact, this series was billed as a comedy, which I don't think it really is overall.
No, it's
Yeah.
a dramedy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Even so, I wouldn't really put comedy in that. I wouldn't. It had some funny moments, but so do all the Marvel films and shows.
Right.
Now, having worked in the film business, there were so many things done on the sets that Simon was working that never would have happened, and that kept pulling me out of the show. You know, Simon is working as a day player on
Mhm.
American Horror Story, and he questions every single thing. As a teacher character, would I have this book on my shelf? Would I be saying this in this way? What's the relationship between me and the other characters? Like, dude, you're a day player. You get 3 lines and you're out.
Mhm.
And suddenly the whole production shut down of the major series, American Horror Story, which is done by Fox, which is owned by Disney.
Oh yeah.
There's the connection.
Oh.
So they shut down the whole production. Like, okay, let's rethink this plot here, Simon. Like, no, that would never be done. But what happened after that would have been done.
Right. This is at the very beginning of the show. So
Yeah. And then they would give certain crew members dialogue, make it sound like a very hustle and bustle movie set. But it's like, hold on, those guys are PAs. They wouldn't know anything about what props and set dressing needed to be on what set at what time. And if there were maybe a set PA or a prop PA, they would. But if they're escorting actors from their trailer to the set, those are set PAs. They wouldn't know anything about the ins and outs of other departments. So I doubt many people will pick up on that, but it drove me crazy. You know.
Yeah. Those are regular PAs?
Regular, yeah. There's
Okay.
There's all kinds of PAs. So different departments will have their own PAs.
Got it.
So a set PA will be on the set. So you can have maybe a third or a second assistant director escorting the actors to the sets. But whoever they are, those people will not have knowledge about the other things that are going on. But they want to give these characters a lot of dialogue to make it seem like a really hustle and bustle set.
I see.
Now it was these hiccups that kept pulling me out, and it wasn't just those hiccups, which are minor, and I can get over those.
Right.
But you had to really suspend your disbelief for other hiccups in the story. Now, I think if they had a test audience, they may have been able to pick out some of these hiccups that kept wanting you to pause and go, no, wait a minute, but that would never happen.
Like the scooter thing.
Like the scooter thing, or when there's like a big explosion, but all the extras are told not to look. Okay, no one look at the actors. No one look. Just go on with your drinks.
Yeah, that was interesting.
Yeah, so those kind of things really pull me out.
Okay, all right. Now that said, like we're giving it a mixed review because that's really what we felt. I mean, anytime Ben Kingsley was on screen, I was rooting for him. Like his character, he's so great as Trevor.
Yeah.
And he just he disappears as Ben Kingsley. There's no Ben Kingsley. It's just Trevor Slattery. And he's just so, I don't know, like I'm just very drawn to his character.
He's very smart, a lot of wisdom.
Yes.
Because he's been around so long and talked to so many different people and actors, and actors are very in touch with their emotions and their thoughts, because they get to think through all of their roles and why would this character say this, why would it say that. So he's very smart in that way.
Yeah, I think I was drawn to his wisdom. Now Simon, however, was a little hard to like until about the last 2 episodes, but of course that was his character. He's closed off, he's very emotional, but it's just really hard to watch someone just kind of kicking himself down because he just couldn't get his own head out of his ass, for lack of a better way of saying that.
Yes, self-sabotage
yes.
is not good for a central character.
No. Now, in terms of overall MCU, though, I do like that the series introduced the Doorman clause.
Oh, that was awesome.
Which showed the backstory. So the Doorman clause is the clause which keeps overpowered people from being actors. And we got a little glimpse of this when Simon signs in to an audition, and he's like, "Oh, did you sign about the Doorman clause?" He's like, "Okay, yeah, sign," and he moves on. But
when someone asks you if you're a superhero, you say no.
Yeah, so there's a whole episode, I believe it's episode 4. It's the episode titled Doorman, and it just goes back in time, shows this backstory, and Josh Gad shows up as Josh Gad, and it was funny. There's some media leading up to this where Josh Gad was like, "I really wanted to be a superhero in the MCU, but playing myself is the next best thing." I thought that was cute. And he also, okay, I'll spoil this a little bit, but there's a nightclub, and he gets on the mic, and Josh Gad has some songs from Frozen, and that's what I'll say.
Do you want to build a superhero? Well, watch this episode.
Yeah, and that plays on the credits too, and we had fun with that. So yeah, Doorman clause, you get the whole backstory of that, and I think that'll filter in through the MCU in different ways.
Yeah, that episode stands out because it was 23 minutes long.
Mm-hmm.
Some episodes were 30 to 32, maybe 34 minutes, but after the credits comes down to like 6 minutes.
Yeah.
Or like 20 to 30 minutes. Yeah, they're very short episodes, so it's very easy to binge, which is not a good thing because you don't absorb it. Now,
right.
I really like the last MCU live action series, Ironheart, but those were 6 episodes and they were released in 2 days. Echo suffered the same fate where all 5 episodes were released in 1 day.
Yeah.
And what happened the next day? You forgot them.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the zeitgeist forgot about them.
Exactly. So I'm not sure that releasing all 8 episodes of Wonder Man in 1 day is a good thing. And I want to know why. Why are all these being released? Because a week later, you're going to forget all of this. And by the time the next live action Disney Plus MCU series comes out, Daredevil,
right,
in March, this will be one of those, oh yeah, Wonder Man. What happened on that one again?
Yeah, like we're saying about Echo.
Yeah, Echo and
Ironheart.
Can you say anything? I don't remember anything about either one of those.
Alden Ehrenreich was in Ironheart. Yep. That's what I remember.
Alden Ehrenreich was in Ironheart. I totally forgot about that.
But I don't remember how it ended, right? Yeah. Yeah. Wow.
And those will not, those you can't put those in the same category or conversation with WandaVision or Agatha All Along or Winter Soldier.
Well, they were also released on a weekly basis.
Exactly, yes.
Yeah.
Which goes to show you, if you stretch something out, people will have time, podcasts will have time to review and go through each and every episode.
Yes.
And all in one, there's got to be a reason for it. And I want to know. So like everything, I went into this with an open mind and with high expectations because this is an MCU show after all. So in the end, I liked Wonder Man, but too much got in the way of loving Wonder Man.
Okay. Yeah, I'm with you. My review is very mixed. Again, Ben Kingsley is the standout. And I mean, Dustin Daniel Cretton, he wanted to work with him again because he worked with him on Shang-Chi, so that makes sense. But in terms of overall MCU factor, I feel like the last episode, the series shows a promise that it was definitely leading us to more. And I hope we do see that culmination. And ultimately, really, if that thing that it leads into is really great, that will invite more people to want to watch this series to get to know more backstory on whatever that thing is that it leads into. Because it really was leading into something.
Right. It did leave off on a cliffhanger.
It did. Yeah. Now it's like, okay, well, where's that story? Yeah.
I guess we'll see that in either Vision Quest or I just read this, that the next MCU DCU crossover will be Wonder Man meets Wonder Woman meets the Wonder Twins.
Unite. Oh my. Wow. All right.
Asterisk, I made all that up. I want to see that, but that ain't gonna happen.
No. All right.
I'm not sure that was clean, so let me give you one more. Or in the next show, Wonder Man meets Wonder Woman meets the Wonder Twins.
Oneaters unite. Okay. Ready?
Well, that wraps up. What do you want to do?
Yeah. Well, that wraps up episode 544 of
Skywalking Through Neverland.
We want to thank Disney for sending us the Wonder Man screeners and all of you Skywalkers for watching and listening.
Now, be sure to subscribe to us on YouTube and follow us on socials at Skywalking Pod. And join us every Monday night at 6 p.m. Pacific time for Things We Want to Share. This is our live stream where we share stories of things we had done the past week, the theme parks we'd visited, things we had done, things we added to our collection, birthday party stories, trivia. And we invite you, the Skywalkers, on to share whatever you wanted to share that you did that week.
And also, we have TikTok Trivia Sundays at 6 p.m. Now, this week for January 25th is Disney Dogs. So we hoped you joined us if this comes out after that. Now, you can also get autographed copies. What?
There was a glitch. So read that last TikTok.
Now, we hope you join us for TikTok Trivia Sundays at 6 p.m. And this week, January 25th, was Disney Dogs.
Thank you all for playing. I know I had fun.
Exactly. And for those of you watching right now, we'll be on TikTok in about 40 minutes. All right.
We can get autographed copies of Today in Star Wars History, Part 1 and 2, and Skywalking Through My Fandom at skywalkingthroughneverland.com/book. If you want those hard copies, get them now. They're going.
Ooh.
Now, do you want to support Skywalking Through Neverland? Well, join the Skywalking Force on Patreon for early access and bonus episodes, including the full John Williams Hollywood Bowl concert. We're just a few away now, just a few away from 50 members. to the Skywalking Force.
Mhm.
And thank you to everyone who's already on board.
Yeah, and you can check it out at skywalkingforce.com. Now, huge thanks to our sponsor, Small World Vacations. Their Disney and Universal trip planning service is free of charge, and you can go to smallworldvacations.com and tell them Skywalking Through Neverland sent you.
And remember, Spirit Jersey now has their own Star Wars and Disney licensed clothing, so you can buy. And remember, Spirit Jersey now has their own Star Wars and Disney licensed clothing that you can buy outside the parks. You don't need to buy a ticket to go and buy Spirit jerseys. You can now buy them. You can get them at spiritjersey.com, and you can get free shipping. All you got to do is enter the code SKYWLKNVD. Just think Skywalking Through Neverland, but just throw out all the vowels.
Yeah.
And that code will be in our show notes.
Now we are part of the Skywalking Network, which is home to more great shows like Talking Apes
Star Warsologies.
and the YouTube shows Collectopolis and
Today in Star Wars history. Now, stick around for bloopers and other fun bits that didn't make it into the show. And
always remember,
Neverland on Alderaan.
Alderaan.
If you do, don't give a Thanos snap. The Death Star is coming. They'll take care of everything.
yeah. All right.
Oh, thank you, Ben.
Thank you, Ben.
Well done.
Well done. All right, guys. Well, we're going to get ready for our TikTok trivia, which is coming up at 6 p.m. in 40 minutes.
Okay.
Bye, everyone. Yay.